Namaste everyone. Last class we have talked regarding yoga antarayas, means the obstacles in yoga marga. There are 14 antarayas in 2 sutra. There are 9 plus 5, total 14 antarayas, and how to overcome will have been seen. And this sutra will be talking some other new topic which is called Chitta Prasadana Upayaha. Chitta Prasadana Upaya means how we can make our chitta calm and cool. Prasadana means making prasanna or making calm and cool. The technique of making your chitta calm and cool or Chitta Prasadana Upayaha. Let's see. The sutra is Maitri Karuna Mudita Upekshanam Sukha Dukha Punna Apunna Vishayanam Bhavanat Chitta Prasadanam. Maitri Karuna Mudita Upekshanam Sukha Dukha Punna Apunna Vishayanam Bhavanat Chitta Prasadanam. Chitta Prasadanam. We'll see Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksham, Sukha, Dukha, Punna, Apunna, Vishayanam, Bhavanat, Chitta Prasadanam. We have to understand this. These are the 4. Chitta Prasadanam. Chitta means which is made of 3. Manabuddhi Hankara or the highest state of consciousness. Prasadanam. Prasadanam means making it calm and cool or prasanna. For example, in the sea or lake, if the taranga or the waves are goes on, you cannot see the actual thing what is there inside the water. It will be very difficult to see. When it becomes stable, calm and cool, the taranga or the waves, then we can see what is there inside the water. Same thing, what is there inside the chitta, if it is calm and cool, then only we can understand. Otherwise, we cannot understand what is there. So, to make that calm and cool, we need to go through some kind of practices. That only he is telling here. Maitri. Maitri means friendship. You can understand Maitri means friendship. Friendship. You should do friendship with what kind of people? Explain Sukha people. Those who are happy. Sukha means happy. So you should do friendship with the happy people in this world. That is the meaning of the sutra. Means what we do? We do himsa, we do jealous towards the happy people. If anyone is very happy, we are not become friend of him. We will become jealous of that person. So we should not do. If we do like that, our chitta will become opposite of prasanna, become more tamoguna, and will become very bad. Aprasanna will be there. To make it prasanna, we should do friendship, maitri with sukha people. So the friendship should be done with sukha people. Maitri means friendship. Okay. Karuna means compassion. Karuna means compassion. Karuna means compassion or compassion with what kind of people? Dukha people. Dukha means those who are in sorrow, mental stress, distress due to family situations, financial support, career, whatever the situation may be. But they are in dukkha position. You should do with them consolations or compassion. So compassion with this kind of people, dukkha people, those who are in sorrow state. Whatever we do majak of them, make it fun of them. Like they are in sorrows, we are very happy. No, you should not do this. Those who are in sorrow dukkha, you should do with them compassion or karuna. Mudita. Mudita means or delight. Delightness. You should be delighted, you should be happy with punya people. Punya means those who are good people. Punya means those who are do good work. For them you should do happiness, or your circle should be, or you should be happy. If you mingle with them, you should feel happy. That is called mudita. So mudita should be done with punya people, those who are very good punya, doing good work in this society, or doing something good work, anything it may be, maybe financial good, economical good, or maybe any relation level good, whatever they're doing good work, you should become friend of them. Means you should be happy, your feelings should be happiest towards that. That is called mudita. Upeksha means avoid. You need to avoid, or that kind of feeling should come towards apunya people, those who are apunya, doing bad work, wrong work. Okay, knowingly or unknowingly, you should let it go, let them go. You should not think for them. If you think, your chitta will become impure. Aprashanna will be their chitta. So your chitta should not get aprashanna. To make it prashanna, you should neglect them. So see, in this society, there will not be 100% correct things. There will be some kind of bad things. Everything will be there. You need to let them go. You should try your best to change that. If you are not able to do, let them go. You do your work best way. That gives the result. So here explain there are 4 things. One is called Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha. Maitri means friendship. Karuna means compassion. Mudita means happy or delightness. Upeksha means avoidness or avoiding. Maitri should be done with Sukha people, happiest people. Karuna, the compassion, should be done with Dukha people, in sorrow, tension, stress level people. You should make them control. Mudita, the happy or the delightful, should be there with Punya peoples, good Punyatma, good people, those who are doing good work. And the Upeksha, you need to avoid them who Apunya people, those who are doing wrong and bad work. So these are the things, means in your mental level, chitta level, you should be relative with these things. Vishayana means when you expose towards this kind of any Vishaya, means if you go to practical life, if you visit in society, market, institution, wherever, you need to understand your chitta level, which person in which criteria. Means Maitri you should do with this kind of peoples, Karuna you should do this kind of peoples, Udita you should do this kind of peoples, and Upeksha you should do specific people. So based on the people you should act. Then only your chitta will become calm. If any murderer comes, you should not do friendship. You should not do friendship with them. You need to avoid them. So this way you should think all these things. Bhavanata. Bhavanata means if you think, the emotions, thought, if goes in this direction, like Maitri to Sukha, Karuna to Dukkha, Mudita to Punya, and Upeksha to Apunya. If your chitta goes in this way, your chitta will become prasadana, calm and cool. So the prasadana will take place. So you need to make here Maitri with Sukha people, Karuna with Dukha people, Mudita with Punya people, and Upeksha with Apunya people. This way you should feel. Your bhavana should go this way. Means Maitri means, again I am telling, Maitri means friendship with happiest people, Sukha people. Karuna means compassion with Dukha people. Mudita means feeling delightness or happiness with Punya people, good persons or good workers, good people. Upeksha means you need to avoid bad people. This way if you perform, if you think, then your chitta will become prasadana, calm and cool. Then only chitta can be purified to reach the next steps. So last class we have seen regarding the chitta prasadana technique. It means chitta prasadana upayaha. How one should make its chitta calm and cool. That we have seen. And this is the sutra. We will be looking some extension of this sutra. So let's see. The sutra will be Prachardhana vidharnabhyam va pranasya. I repeat. Prachardhana vidharnabhyam va pranasya. Prachardhana vidharnabhyam va pranasya. Prachardhana means you just take, the word meaning is exhalations. So while exhalations, and vidharana means holding or retention. Va is a linker, it creates the link in between these two. Pranasya means vrit. or air you can take. So if we exhale our breath or hold our breath, that time we can control our chitta, our mind. Same points explained in Hatha Pradipika, like Chalabhata Chalam Chityam. Okay. If you control our breath, our chitta will be automatically, it will get under control. Same things when Prachadhana. Pracha means while exhalations, we can control our chitta. For example, if I exhale, hold, you cannot think anything else. But after inhalation, if you hold, you can think so many things. So here the sutra states, after exhalations, mean after Bahya Kumbhaka, after fully exhalation, mainly the pranayama will be there in three phases: Puraka, Rechaka and Kumbhaka. So here explain the here exhalation means after exhalations or the Rechaka, and in Kumbhaka. After exhalation, if you hold our breath, our mind will become concentrate. One day it won't happen. If you practice on going on practicing 3-4 days or 1 month, if you become habitual with that, then only chitta will become prasanna. The breath will become control. Next explainer, vidharana. If you hold your breath, maybe inside or outside, after inhalation, if you hold, you cannot think anything else. Your mind will become automatically concentrate. So the aim of yoga will be established here. If you inhale and if you hold your breath, or if you exhale, if you hold your breath. Maybe anta kumbhaka or bahya kumbhaka. Kumbhaka must be there. So retention means kumbhaka or holding. Here explain vidharanabhyam. So these are the two techniques. Technique number 1 and technique number 2 under this sutra explain here. Means while doing exhalation, you can do control your chitta by breathing, by holding your breath, and by doing the retention means after in the holding. So these are two techniques under explain here. Now you may get doubt whether after inhaling, if we do, whether our chitta will not get control. If you have doubt, yes, it will also get control, but the more effectiveness or the more effective it will be there while exhalations. After exhalation, if you hold, then only it will get more result or good effect result. For example, in some sutra mantras they explain, after anta kumbhaka only bahya kumbhaka can be practiced. After anta kumbhaka means if you become master over that, then only you can go for bahya kumbhaka, external practice. It means this sutra states you already got mastery over internal, means anta kumbhaka, then only you can go for bahya kumbhaka. Means you already control your chitta through internal practice. This way you already practiced, already done. And by doing next time this sutra is after exhalation, if you hold your breath, that is called Rechaka. So after Rechaka, if you hold your breath, your chitta will become control. After holding your breath, here after exhalation, Rechaka done, then you can hold. While doing Rechaka, see if I hold, I cannot think much more things because my breath is controlled. If you inhale, if you hold, then also you cannot think much more things. But the effect is after exhalation, if you hold, there is more effect. So that's why based on the effect, it given prachardhana, means exhalations. Or prashasha you can take here. Vidharana means holding. While holding, maybe inside holding or outside holding. Holding must be there or retention must be there. While retaining means you are cutting the movement of breath. Inhalation cut, exhalation cut. So that cut down is called pranayama. In Yoga Sutra they explain. So by following these two methods, your chitta will become calm and cool. Means the medium will be these two and the instrument will be pranam. Here, breath is the instrument. So by using this instrument, you can control your chitta. So ultimate chitta will become control, under control. This will be there. This is the aim of this. So this way you can control your chitta prasanna. Your chitta will become prasanna. Prasanna means calm and cool. What we explained in last sutra, like the water is flowing continuously, the waves will be going here and there. You cannot see what is there inside the water. If the waves slows down, come down, then only you can see what is there inside the water. Maybe zooplankton or phytoplankton. So chitta you should become calm and cool in this such way. These are the two techniques in the sutra. Yes. So last sutra we have seen regarding the chitta prasadana upaya or chitta prasadana technique. I mean how one should control or how one should make his chitta calm and cool. Chitta prasanna upaya. This is the third method under chitta prasadana upaya. So let's see. It explains Vishayavati va pravitti utpannah manasah sthiti nibandhini. Vishayavati va प्रवृत्ति उत्पन्नाः मनसः स्थिति निबंधिनी. विषयवती वा प्रवृत्तिः उत्पन्नः मनसः स्थिति निबंधिनी. विषयवती means विषय means object, vati means related to that part. For example, I say Gyanavan or Gyanavati. Gyanam is the object If I say Gyanavati, it's become the subject, that person. So here Vishaya is the object. Maybe this pen may be the Vishaya, blackboard or the whiteboard may be the Vishaya. Bati is when it's related to subject, it's become Bati. So which topic is related to any object or objective? You can say simple word, you can say Vishaya Bati means objective. Why? Also it's a linker, it creates links with two words. Pravitti hi utpanna. Pravitti means it gives the energy to go further. Nivritti is the opposite word. Nivritti means it gives the demotivation. Pravitti means motivation. Utpanna means which gives. Pravitti means motivation. Utpanna means gives. So which object or what kind of things, what kind of thoughts gives the motivations, manasha, to your mind. Here mind means not only mind, manasha means you can chitta, including this mana buddhi hankara, all this comes under this chitta. Sthiti nimandhani. If you control or if you concentrate on this situation, your mind will become, chitta will become sthiti, stable. Nimandhani means other thoughts will become compressed. Nimandhanam means other thoughts will become preserved or captured. So the meaning of the sutra is here, Vishaya Bhakti, if you concentrate in specific Vishaya or in topic which gives you pravitti, energy, strength. Utpanna means which will increase your strength, energy or the function of your chitta, and it will, manasa means chitta obviously, sthiti nimandhini, and it will calm down your chitta and it will preserve, it will compress all kinds of other thoughts. So you can concentrate anything, but the main thing is it should give the motivation to you. You can concentrate any toilet, whether if it is gives the motivation, it's good, your chitta will become calm and cool. If such kind of toilets, new built toilet is there, means if it is older toilet means 50-60 years over, there is a mosquitoes, cockroach will be there, your mind will become distracted. So it is not good for concentration. If you want to concentrate, you can go for Omkara, any Devasthala, temple, church, masjid, whatever you can take, which gives the motivation to your mind, chitta. If you concentrate on that, your other thoughts will become delayed. For example, if you go some other temple and all these places, your chitta always get purified. Have you experienced in your life? If you go any mountain place, Kedarnath or any other, if you go Darjeeling, wherever you go, other thoughts you forgot all these things. So what happened? You will be concentrating on this, your aim. So here explain, because it gives the motivation to you. You can take anything, motivation from you can get anywhere. So which is giving the what is called strength or the potency to go further. That kind of things if you concentrate. Sthiti means if you concentrate, that your chitta, your manasa will become calm and cool. So this is a third technique, how you can concentrate, how you can control or how you can make your mind or chitta calm and cool. That's called chitta prasadana. So this is the whole meaning of this sutra. So we are discussing regarding the chitta prasadana upayaha. Last sutra also we have seen regarding the some methods how one should get chitta prasadana, means the calm down of the chitta. And this sutra will also be looking on the chitta prasadana technique, some other new technique. So let's see. Vishaka va jyotishmatihi. Vishaka va jyotishmati. Vishaka va jyotishmati. Vishaka means vigata shokaha. Vigata shokha is called Vishaka. Shokha means problem, stress, tension or sadness, sorrows. So where the sorrows has gone, there is no any other sorrow. That purify means that sorrows less or the tension less state is called Vishoka, Vigata Shokaha. Vigata Shokha is called Vishoka, means stressless. Stressless in not physically, it's mentally. Chitta level when stress is less, stress is not there, fully clean. That's called Vishokha. Va is a linker again. All sutras they are explaining va, va, va. Va is a linker, create link between these two words. Vishokha and Jyotishmati. What explain here? Vishokha means Vigata Shokha. Va Jyotishmati. Jyoti means light. Mati means, again I told, Mati means, like sutra you explain like Vishaya Bhati. Bhati is a subjective. Vishaya is a objective, and when you add the Bhati Bhatu Pratyaya, it's become subjective. So Jyoti is a objective, Mati means it's become Jyotismati, it's become subjective. So if you concentrate on this with any object which is free from any kind of shoka, shoka rahita or vigata shoka. There is no any kind of problem, sorrows. If you concentrate that, you will get this result. Which result? Jyotishmati. Jyoti, lighting will be there in your chitta. It's not like if you put like 440 voltage light, not like that. It's light in inner light in your chitta will be there. Means some, if you concentrate on that, which is free from all kinds of problem, bishokha problem. You can concentrate on any murti, maybe Swami Vivekananda or Abdul Kalam. If you concentrate on that, you will get some qualities. What quality they had? It may be good quality, bad quality. So you should fix any item which is free from any kind of shokaha, means problem or obstacles. Okay, you can concentrate on Shankaracharya, you can concentrate on Barack Obama, whatever you can take, but the concentration should be there who is free from all these things. That is called Vishaka. You can concentrate on statue of Shiva, Buddha. That also, it depends on you, but you should be focused that it's free from shoka, shoka rahita. So what the benefit you will get? Jyoti, the quality of that particular item, particular person, Jyotishmati, and you will become Jyotishmati, means you will be flourished with that quality. If you concentrate on Swami Vivekananda, you will the quality of Swami Vivekananda. If you concentrate on any Laden, you will get quality of Laden. So it depends on you which one you want to adopt. So if you want to come down your chitta, it's depends on you which kind of food you should have, what kind of, you can take sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. If you choose sattvic, it will make come down your chitta. If you take tamasic, it will make what is called dullness or laziness in your chitta, means you will feel lazy to work. If you have rajasic food, you will feel some active, always chanchala, means fickle. So based on your interest, you need to choose. Here but the product or the item, the object must be free from this vigata, sokha, means he should be, or the item should be free from shokha, means any kind of obstacles or problem. That's why this word used vishakaha, vigata shokaha. Sokha gone. There is no any other further shokaha. Jyotishmati. The result you will get like a Jyotishmati, like a light shining. The covering of the knowledge will become vanished. So the covering gone means light will be there, Jyotis. Suppose if you have any lamp, if I cover by a blanket of a chadar, if I remove the chadar or the blanket, you can get the light. That's called Jyotishmati. Jyoti is fall in your chitta. Chitta will become Jyoti, means knowledge. The all Indian concept, Jyoti, Prakasha, this word stands for knowledge. So knowledge, how it comes, or the consciousness, how it comes if you concentrate on a particular Soka Rahita or without sadness, means Shoka Rahita object if you concentrate. So this is the whole meaning of this sutra. So last sutras we have seen regarding the Chitta Prasadana Upaya. This sutra also will be continuing with this sutra. The sutra is Vitaraga Vishamba Chittam. Vitaraga Vishamba Chittam. Chittam means in Chitta level, which is made of three. If you want to become its calm and cool, you should follow these things. What is which things? Vitaraga. Vitaraga is one word. Vitaraga means Vigata Raga. Raga means attachment. Attachment. Raga Sutra is Sukhanayashai Raga. Sukha Anushai. Sukha Anushai. Where Sukha, happiness with you. You don't want to leave that place. Means you want to stay in comfortable area. That is called Raga, attachment. I may be attached with my family. I don't want to go beyond that. I may be attached with this class. I don't want to become. I may be attached with you, the viewers. So I will be attached with that things. I don't want to leave that place. So that is called Ragaha. When Raga has gone, that is called Vigata Raga or Vitaragaha. Raga is not there. Without Raga, attachment Rahita. No attachment. That state what happened? Vishayam. If you concentrate any object, means there will not be any attachment to concentrate. I can concentrate here with attachment. So my mind will become calm and cool. If I concentrate any object without attachment, means Nishkama Bhava. Sakama Bhava, Nishkama Bhava. If I concentrate there without any attachment, that leads to Prasadana of Chitta or calm down of their Chitta. For example, I can do my MSc degree to get a job or to get knowledge. Depends on me. If I do with Sakama to get a job, my mind will not become calm and cool. I will be always I need to get a job, I need to face the interview and all these things. If I do for a knowledge, the result will come automatically. So this way the chitta become calm and cool. This is the full meaning of this sutra. The whole meaning is telling is vitaraga vishamba chittam. When your chitta will become fully bigata raga or the attachment rahita, there will not be any attachment. If you concentrate on any object, vishaya means any object. You can concentrate on any statue or any stambha or any fan, light, wherever. If you have no any kind of sakama, means kama rahita, nishkamavat, if you concentrate, then it leads to the prasadana of your chitta. This is the whole meaning of this sutra. So last sutras we have talked regarding the chitta prasadana upaya, and this sutra also will be looking some other extra or some other extension of how one should get prasadana of chitta, how we can make it prasanna or happiest. So let's see, this sutra also tells about that only. Swapna nidra gyanalambanam va. Swapna nidra gyanalambanam va. Here swapna nidra jnana alambana va. Sapna is a state of our mind or chitta, you can say. Like we have three states: Jagrata, Swapna and Sushupti. Jagrata, Swapna and Sushupti. We are talking about this state. Swapna state means in dreaming state. If you have dream, a good dream or bad dream, whatever the dream is there, if you concentrate on that particular dream, means yesterday we have seen a dream, maybe it may be good or bad. If you concentrate that dream next day, means next morning, afternoon, whatever the time is, if you going on contemplating on, you will get the prasadana or your chitta will become calm and cool down. For example, if you concentrate on good thoughts, for example, your sister got married with a good groom, so you will become happy. That's a good things for you. Or next day you can think you got a good job, you will become happy. So that is the related, the dream is good dream. Or you can think you become keen in dream, Swapne Rajavat, you can become keen in dream. So it is a good dream for you. If you concentrate on that particular dream, your chitta will become calm and cool. That is called the good things. Now if you concentrate same thing, if for something bad, maybe ghost dream or something bad happened to you, maybe flood, earthquake, whatever the things bad, if you dream, and if you concentrate on that dream, particular dream, next day or after 2-3 days, whatever things, you will get that particular result. So you will become stress, tense. Now questions come, where you want to concentrate, whether you want to become your chitta should be come down or should not be come down. If you want to come down, you should concentrate on calmness. That means the dream should be calm and happy. So if you see dream like you are king in dream, that thoughts will give the calmness, coolness to you. If you get a good job in dream, if you concentrate on that things, so it will make your chitta calm and cool. This is the dream should be there, maybe good and bad. Here also we should concentrate good and bad, but you have to concentrate on good dream, which is supportive factors for you, may support you. That kind of dreams, if you concentrate Swapna state, it leads to chitta prasadana. Chitta will become calm and cool. The Sapna stands for that. Sapna of good things, means you have seen some good dream yesterday, today you are contemplating on that continuously, and you should be workful for that. You need to work on that, then only it gives the result. Chitta will become calm and cool. First, Nidra means sleep. As we know, definition we have seen, like abhava pratyalambana vritti nidra. It's also a vritti, means it's a webs of chitta when there will not be any kind of knowledge, no knowledge, abhava will be there. Abhava pratyaya means knowledge. So that stage is called nidra state. So nidra state, you won't have any knowledge whether you are sleeping nicely, badly, all this thing. But next you tell like, yes, I slept yesterday nicely. But the questions come whether you slept nicely or badly, you are experiencing, no. But still next you are telling, yes, I slept nicely. How it's possible? Because that time the breath was moving on, and breath known as Brahma. So if you concentrate on that particular sleep or nidra, next day when you are sleeping, that time there is no knowledge that good or bad. Next day if you concentrate on that sleep or nidra, maybe that sleep is good, means yes, it was night sleep or sound sleep. That good sleep, if you concentrate, that leads to your chitta prasadana. Here this also dream sleep should be good. The nidra should be good. If you not sleep nicely, means sleep was not properly. If you concentrate on that continuously, yes, I was not sleeping nicely yesterday, So your chitta will become very bad. So prasadana will not be there. If you think, yes, yesterday I slept nicely, that leads to your chitta prasadana technique. So these are the two things. If you concentrate on that, means alambana means the support of knowledge, jnanam, is these two, sapna and nidra. So these two are the pillars or the supporter through which we can get knowledge of chitta prasadana. So this is the whole meaning of this sutra. This sutra will be dealing with some other new technique or the last techniques. It's not come on the list, but the Patanjali he written for us freely. Freely means if you are not able to concentrate, if you not meditate on the earlier sutras, you can go for that. You can opt for this sutra. This sutra explains like yatha abhimata dhyanatva. Yatha abhimata dhyanatva. Yatha means yatha tatha. It's abhaya. Abhaya is not gets changed anywhere. Bachana, everywhere it will be there, same as it is. Yatha tatha. Yatha means whatever. Abhimata means your mindset. Based on your mindset, you should choose the object, maybe good or bad, whatever you want. Dhyanam means you should meditate on that. Dhyana means meditation. Or you can say contemplation. Or concentration. All are the synonym you can take. If you contemplate on the specific, whatever you choose, it may be a photo of a celebrity, it may be a photo of Buddha, it may be statue of Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, whatever the things, you will get that quality. That's why this sutra, we can say the Patanjali is not, it's a religious person. He is not mentioning that you should concentrate on Kali or Brahma or Vishnu. You can opt for Amin also, you can opt for Zarathustra, whatever you want. He explained that things like yatha abhimata, whatever your wish, your intention, you should concentrate on that. If you want to become a teacher, you should concentrate that quality, teaching quality, like Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan or APJ Abdul Kalam. He is a good teacher as well as scientist. So you should concentrate on that particular things. You will get that quality. If you want to become a scientist, then you should concentrate on Aryabhatta or some other scientist. Okay. So this based on your interest, based on your intention to get that state, you should concentrate on that. That's why it's explained here yatha abhimata. Yatha, it's an option. You can opt for this, whatever you want. You can put your dream here. Abhimata means your mindset. Based on your mindset or interest, you should concentrate that. Dhyana means concentrate on that. Va, it's an option. It's a linker with this earlier sutra. So this sutra deals with, like, here is no foundation that you should be following this only, like you should follow this or that. No. Whatever the easy for you. If you are a poor person, you can choose, you can write in simple black and white paper. If you are a standard rich person, you can write some other design paper. So depends on your interest, no problem. But the aim should be that to reach there. If you concentrate on specific good things, result will be good. If you concentrate on bad thing, bad will be there. So based on your interest, you should concentrate. This is the whole meaning of this sutra is yatha abhimata dhyanatva. Whatever your intention, interest, you should concentrate on that. The result will be there. If you concentrate on good things, good gives the chitta prasadana. Chitta prasadana will be there. If you concentrate on rajasic qualities, means it's not good. For example, you can concentrate on any oceans which is very roaring, getting sound, louder sound, tsunami, or that kind of things you can concentrate there. But it's related to rajasic guna. So your chitta become more distracted. So here it explains here, if you concentrate on any bad things, bad means which is not good for you, then your chitta prasadana will not be there. Chitta prasadana will not be taking place. So here bad things means which is not supportive. Here is yatha abhimata means whatever you want you should take. But it's actually you need to think the result. See, yatha abhimata means you can drive your bike with 200 speed. Yatha abhimata dhyanatva, whatever you want to do. No. See, at the end you should see the result. After doing, if you drives like that, it may kill some others. So by looking the result, you should concentrate. Is it good for you or bad for you? If it is good, you just go ahead. If you expert in that work, then you can go 300 speed, 400 speed also. But if you are not expert, started, means you are in this state, bad quality, your chitta is not that superior state, then it's not leads to chitta prasadana. Next day you will be in jail. So if you want to become the chitta prasadana with become flourish, calm and cool, chitta should become calm and cool and happy. If you want to do, you should be practice with good qualitative things. It may be yama niyama, asana pranayama, whatever the things, or you can go for some other ashtanga marga also, whatever your choice is here. So this is the whole meaning of this sutra. Yatha bhimata dhyanadva. Here yatha means something good. You can choose like your career, like you can become the santrasvadi, terrorist, that also career. But ultimately it gives a good result or bad result. That you need to think. If his career is good, like teacher, engineer, doctor, after getting all this career which is good for you, and whether it gives you good result or not result, based on that your chitta prasadana will be there. So this is the whole meaning of the sutra.